Good evening.
Good evening.
A protocol has already been established. That is my wife, Mrs. Otis, but what y'all don't understand, I have to pay her for an introduction. I have to pay her. But I'm so happy to be on your program, and when I was asked, I just couldn't wait to get here. Sister Anderson, where's the other Sister Anderson? Sister Anderson, can't recognize you under that hat. I got here and I said, Sister Anderson, where's your husband? And she pointed out, I said, that's my cousin. I said, so we're cousins. Well, Pastor, it's good to be, always good to be in the house. Good to stand before you. Again, my name is Don Otis. I bring you greetings from the Evergreen Baptist Church. And Miss Otis, thank you for that. I brought a few people along because sometimes when you stand up and talk, and you look out, if you stand here and look out, you see people looking at you and everybody's wondering, what is that person going to say? So I always bring my own entourage. Will y'all stand, the people that I invited to come hear me, all of my friends, will y'all stand? Just in case it gets a little hairy up here, then I can look out among you, and I see some smiling faces. I looked at your theme, and your theme is men and women adorning their heads with faith. And we all know faith is the substance of things hoped for, and evidence of things not seen.
Yes, sir.
And then your scriptures coming from the 6th chapter of Ephesians, where it talks about putting on the whole armor of God.
That's right.
Putting on the whole armor of God. And I pondered over that, and I was told I could talk to the men, but I've yet to go into a house of worship, and there are more men than there are women. And I look out among you, there are more women than there are men. This can be applied, I'm talking to the men, but sisters, this can also be applied to you, what I'm about to talk about. But I came up with two questions. Two questions after reading your theme. My first question was, why do we have to cover our heads? My second question is, what will happen if we go out without the whole armor on? Think about that when I talk to you. What's going to happen if we go out without something on our heads, and we're talking about faith, and without wearing the whole armor? It took me back when I was a little boy, and I thought about when we used to fight. And see, my people that I brought with me can relate to this because we all grew up together. And it's amazing when you fight as a child, you could fight, and if grown-ups stay out of it, well, we did anyway. We fought, and a few minutes later we would be playing. But think about when you fought. Think about when you fought. You would bite, you would scratch, you would kick.
Watch out.
I mean, you would try to win this fight by any means necessary. Any means necessary. And if I polled the men, most men in here would say that they are Christian. They are Christian. They would believe, these men, they believe that Satan is a symbol of evil. That's if I poll most men, and I think the sisters would do that also. Then if I asked them to describe Satan, they tend to characterize him in many cases, making him a not so harmful cartoon character. That's if I ask you to describe Satan. They'll put him in a red bodysuit. They'll put horns on him, and they'll give him a forked tail. Some men will even dismiss their own actions and put that as the responsibility of the devil, acting like Flip Wilson used to act. They'll say, the devil made me do it. But we as men, let me tell you what we have to do. We have to use everything that God has given us to fight against the wiles, the tricks, the trickery of the devil. See, because what you don't know, the devil is a mind manipulator. Yeah, he's a mind manipulator. And he won't fight, he won't play fair. See, he makes up his own rules as he goes along. Normally, if you're in a fight, you tend to know what the rules are.
That's right.
But Satan, I just told you, he does not play by the rules.
Watch out. Watch out.
The devil knows how to make things appear.
All right, all right.
Appear irresistible to you.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to the men, but sisters, you can apply this too. Satan knows what you like, and he'll wait for the opportune moment when you're weak, and he'll spring it on you. And if you're not careful, Satan will have you singing the Campbell Soup song. Good. Now I'm talking to the men because your sisters have control.